Hello, this is Natasha Astara. I'm founder of Earth Mother Star Child, and today we're going to talk about Earth Angels again. This is part 2, and Earth Angels, I'm going to talk to you about your absolutely wonderful superpowers. Now, you probably know what they are already, but these ones I'm going to share with you because these are the qualities that you bring to Earth in your incarnation. So I want to absolutely validate these gifts that you bring and to let you know that this is why you chose to come here, that you bring these wonderful things that the earth needs at this time. And whatever else has gone on in your life, you hold these qualities and nobody can take them away from you. They are all part of your divine genetic blueprint. They're part of your soul energy, and they really are divine connections that you bring and radiate to all of those who are in your life, in your work. Everything about you has this vibration. So any kind of doubt that you might have about yourself, hopefully this podcast will begin to show you how really wonderful you are and how needed you are on earth at this time, and also that you are part of the earth's ascension into the 5th dimension. Many of you come from much higher dimensions than that, but we have chosen, and you have chosen, to come down and to work with this particular ascension process on Earth, on this planet, on this time. So, welcome. Okay, so these are my qualities. You probably know a lot about them anyway. So, the first one I'm going to go with is you are very empathic. Usually Earth Angels have a very astute, high degree of sensitivity and awareness, particularly of other people's suffering. It's a bit like you have an innate radar, an awareness of feeling and capacity to feel when something is out of balance, either in your environment, so anything that's around you, or in a person or an animal or a plant or anything. Actually, what you're sensing is an energetic imbalance. And a lot of this to do with Earth Angels comes from understanding the quality of love and the feeling of unconditional love, which is in all the higher dimensions and realms. And if you are sensing that there is lack or some sort of imbalance in the processing of love in a person or a thing or an environment, it means that you will naturally be drawn to that person to begin a healing process. So these are like, Earth Angels work like they're opening the portals of love, and they work on the Earth grid as well, opening portals of love. That's what many of us have been doing down here, upgrading the Earth grids. So you are very empathic, which means that you will have a great deal of feeling about somebody, which is like a great deal of information about that person or that thing, which you will receive through your body and you receive through your energy system. And it might take you many years to make sense of that. It depends what sort of family you've been born into and what your incarnation is here. You might have a very deep sense of inner knowing, which will be true, but it's whether that your conditioning on Earth has kind of overlaid that or not. So hopefully you will be aware of your deep empathy and its ability to heal others. So connected to that, I want to say that you are a catalyst for healing, which means that your whole energy system is geared up for healing and to heal. And I think that that's because Earth Angels usually carry a lot of divine source energy, creative goddess source energy within them. So there is a natural balance in the universe of that energy wanting to heal, wanting to generate more of itself. And love generates love, like wanting to generate more love, wanting to create balance. And whereas most illnesses here on earth are to do with lack of love, lack of energy, lack-based poverty consciousness issues, then the feeling is that your energy system will want to balance that out. So let's say you see a plant that's not very well, you'd want to go to it and give it healing, give it Reiki, give it whatever healing that radiates from your being, which is the love vibration. So you naturally do that. You naturally catalyse healing for others, and wherever you go, you are a healer. There is not much you can do about that. That's just part of who you are. So it's not, I'd like to say here, because some people on the internet are saying that empaths, there's something wrong with them. I'd like to say here very clearly, it is not that there's anything wrong with you. Actually, this is what you are divinely designed to do, and it is part of your gift, and it's why you're here. So on that note, I'd like to say this, that you are powerhouses of energy. I mean, earth angels, really are powerhouses. Like, they have the ability to generate energy like nothing you could ever believe. I think this is one of the reasons why we see that people are very usually embedded in communities and find themselves with lots of people around them holding lots of things together. So you can generate energy, and this is your divine connection to the higher energies and the angelic presences. So I'd like to say here that one of your gifts is you stand up to injustice. And I love seeing this at the moment, because I'm seeing a lot of earth angels who are also connected to the indigo ray, and they're like activists. They're becoming like earth activists and activists for other people, and that really is lovely to see. This energy, which is divinely healing, being put into almost like a warrior action, but obviously a peaceful warrior, where a lifting vibration. So if you're an earth angel, you will feel injustice very acutely. You'll feel it within your body. It's one of the things that will make you cross. It will make you angry. And most of you are quite calm, placid creatures, so it will really push your buttons if you come into connection with any sort of injustice. You will always be supporting and using your energy to create balance. So any sort of injustice, you will find that you will be motivated. The fire will rise, and you will move towards in that situation to create difference and change. Transformation, I think that's the best way of looking at that, to create change and to help it to be more balanced and representative of the love energy here on earth. So another thing that you do as one of the great qualities, your superpower, being an earth angel, is you hold things together. And without you, they would probably fall apart. So I see this a lot with feminine energy, like female energy actually, which, not all earth angels are female, of course not. You come in different incarnations. But you will see this as very... because your energy is about holding things together. We've seen a lot of that in the 3D going on. This is about to change actually, because we are beginning to hold together a new matrix, which is the 5th dimensional crystalline earth grid. So we are disconnecting from the 3D, but a lot of energy has gone into that to hold it together, to hold things together, to reduce the suffering, to hold partnerships, energy, companies, families together that perhaps would have broken up and caused a lot of suffering. And part of that energy is creating stability. A lot of Earth Angels' energy has gone to create some sort of stability, to create less, to prevent destruction. I shouldn't say create less destruction, doesn't make any sense. To prevent destruction and things falling apart. and perhaps doing it in a more gentle way, which is, I think, has been going on. So your energy does hold things together. I would also like to say here that one of your superpowers is you light up wherever you go. Wherever you go, your energy's there and you radiate it out and you light it up. You're great to have on your side in any sort of dark situation. You've got a brilliant way of just naturally radiating light with luminescent energy from your soul and your soul light. So this also links to the fact another one of your superpowers is that you make people feel comfortable. So whoever's around you will feel comfortable. So this is why you make great healers, and people want you around. Sometimes they want you to take their pain away, by the way. I have to point that out as one of the issues. But as a superpower, it means that you light the place up and people feel really comfortable around you. So you make great healers. One thing I want to say here is another one of your superpowers is your love is infinite. You have a capacity for unconditional love that is needed here on earth. And this earth, I promise you, would be a colder and more fearful place without you all. So you bring this really wonderful quality of infinite love, and you really bring it here into what I would consider the 3D to be a very dark place, and you bringing it here to light up this space and to help the ascension process, as well as help lessen the suffering of people who are working in the 3D and all the light workers who've come to earth to help and learn from this process. And so one of the last things I'd like to finish up on is that you have an amazing capacity for forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is a quality that's really going to take us into the fifth dimension as we begin to use it more and more to forgive ourselves and to forgive others and move into the heart space, the infinite space of understanding and awareness. So you find it very easy to forgive. And as an earth angel, you know that forgiveness is divine. One of the reasons you know this is because you've worked through so many incarnations and karmic, learnings, that you know that actually the only truth is love, and that the only way to get there is through forgiveness. So that is your gift to the world. I hope I have lifted all those wonderful superpowers. If you can think of any more, you let me know. This is always an ongoing process. But I'd like to also tell you that if you're an earth angel out there, you're doing a good job in very difficult circumstances. And I would love to hear from you. I'd love to connect with you. So if you want to connect with me, I do all sorts of things. I'm on Instagram, Earth Mother Star Child, and my website, earthmotherstarchild.co.uk. I'm on Facebook, and I have a Facebook group, and I'm on Twitter, and I would love to hear from you. If there's anything you'd like me to address for you as an Earth Angel, just let me know, send me a little message or a question, and just fill yourself with love, protect yourself, and have a wonderful day.